Hello tribe, welcome. You know who you are, who suggested this topic for the video. Thank you so much, and if you have any ideas, please drop the comments down below. I'm looking for inspiration. So today we have a topic called, as you can see, 2025. We will be looking at the main things. A lot of things can happen in a year, and also this is a collective reading. My intention today is to help you with this reading. We will see what's beneficial for you to focus on, what's important emotionally, where you are on a soul level, and what are the highlights. Anything else that will come through, I'll let you know. Pile number 1 is here, 2 and 3. If you need some more time, stop the video. I will see you in timestamps. Hey group number 1, let's see what is up with you in 2025. This is an overall, which is kind of tapping into the energy, looking at what's important. Since this is a collective, I'm going to have to be a bit abstract in certain scenarios. Okay. And I'll also be using the gold or golden leaf tarot. Don't remember how it's called. 2 of Pentacles, 5 of Pentacles, and 3 of Pentacles. Earthly energy, hey? Let's tap in. First thing first, it's a year of searching for you. Pile number 1, it's a year where you are searching for your people, you're searching where you want to live, you're searching for what suits you on the core level. Let me adjust you slightly. I'm seeing someone who's going to be busy, especially in the first 3 months of 2025. Keep hustling, do your thing, but make sure that you're taking some time to kind of gather yourself again. Because if you'll be all over the place, you won't be able to tap into what's important, meaning you may be missing signs. When the car goes very fast on the road, it's very difficult to see the signs. So make sure you're not moving so fast that you are not acknowledging what's important or what you need to pay attention to. This is a year for you to work on your emotions together with your body. So this is a year where a lot of people want to focus on emotional well-being as well as physical. Physical is really important. We do have a difference here of age. We do have this card that talks about your health, meaning it's a year for a lot of you where you want to kind of reclaim your energy, or you want to make sure that your energy is balanced, or as much balanced as possible throughout the day. So a lot of you may find yourselves signing up for a gym, signing up for a class, going on some sort of venture where a lot of people I'm seeing gathered for the same cause or for the same goal. This could be a group of people that you don't know, but they organize it every week. You go hiking together. It would be a really great experience for you in general. When I was doing, by the way, my 2025 analysis for my clients, I do have it on my website right now. When I was doing individual readings, I would say 80% of you cards were talking about health and your well-being. So 2025 is the year where people want to focus on mental health, emotional health, physical health. All of them are very connected. For you specifically here, you want to make sure that you respect your body in 2025. So whatever is not helping you get there, you're going to want to throw it out of the window or change maybe unhealthy habits for healthier ones. I highly encourage you to do so. Because I'm seeing for you particularly here, when you feel in your good with your body, that's when inspiration comes. I can't speak in this pile. When you feel good in your body, inspiration comes, motivation comes. And listen, a lot of people talk about motivation, how to get there or how to motivate yourself. If you're going to just do things only once you're motivated, you're going to waste quite a lot of time. I would say let's work on discipline, pile number one, in 2025, because that's going to be your best friend. Consistency, let's look at that. Inspiration comes in, great. You're going to do much more with it on top of what you've been doing before. But in 2025, don't seek for only inspiration, and if you don't feel inspired, you just lay back and you don't do nothing because I'm not feeling it, I'm not feeling inspired. Discipline is really important for you in 2025. Okay, it's also a year for you to focus on a healthy relationship with food. So in this pile, a lot of people probably have gathered who may have maybe difficult relationships with their bodies. Maybe they don't like what they see. Maybe they are not disciplined enough to go work out. Maybe they keep saying, I'm going to try and do it from Monday, but they never do. This is a year for you to keep vows for yourself, okay? This is also a year of really, really heightened intuition. So you can do a lot with that. Especially if you're deciding to work with your intuition, if you are in that field where intuition is your main guide, you're going to have a great year. A lot of good feedback I'm seeing here. Others of you are deciding to tap into that a bit more, even if, let's say, you are a lawyer, but you really want to improve the skill set that you have. It's a natural thing, actually, and especially for my females, or what I've noticed over time, gay males. They tend to lean more in the feminine part of the self, and they have this part of the self more kind of, what's the word I'm looking for? I'm seeing visuals, but they're very weird. I'm seeing a person's energy, and I'm seeing the masculine and the feminine. And the feminine, from time to time, energy bursts out into waves, and it touches the crown chakra. And these are very strong intuitive hints that happen. And this person wants to use that time. When intuition is heightened, let me tap in. Let me see where it guides me. I'm using it as my secret weapon, secret tool. Where the masculine energy in the same person, it's kind of secondary and being shown, but it is also really beneficial when we talk about discipline and working out and focusing on health, because it requires action. It requires putting your foot down and saying, I'm not eating this again, or I'm going to make sure if I have cheat days, they are not five times a week, okay? This is also a year for a lot of you to connect to elderly in your family or people that you love, even if they were not your family members. Let's say neighbor next door that you really like. Go for a coffee, have a coffee with them, or bring something. Maybe you have baked a pie or something like that. Connect to that individual. This is very specific, I know, but it seems like you can have a really good relationship, a very supportive relationship with a person who's much older than you. If you do know that someone in your family doesn't have enough time, right, in 2025, or their time is coming to leave this earth, it's a time for you to spend a bit more time with them. Make sure you have good bonds. Of course, if that's the person that you care about, you're not going to go around and do this for everyone involved, right? This is a year for a lot of people here in pile number one of cooperation and teamwork. That's where your power lies. That's where your power lies. This year, I wouldn't be surprised if a lot of you have come up with a new idea or new adventure of some sort that becomes a tradition. So let's say you go hiking and you love it, where before you never went hiking, or you were kind of like, I don't know about that. You try it and you love it. You may want to make it a ritual for yourself, some sort of tradition for yourself. Again, it's a part of self-care, emotional, mental, physical well-being, but you want to make sure that you do it often, or as often as you can. It's really important to be consistent in group number one in 2025. Why I'm saying that, let's say going hiking every weekend, if you can't, go on hiking once a month, right? But you want to make sure that you do it repetitively, because it seems like it's going to spark something in you. Or once you have this routine in, it's going to be much easier for you to find yourself doing certain things that are healthier for you in your routine as well. So let's kick the year off for pile number 1 in the most healthy way possible. You have a grapefruit card over here, which every time I think of it, it makes me think of detox. It's also a great year for you to detox, but physically. I'm not seeing this card talk about certain people, filtering out individuals. This is very much to do with your body. This is a year where a lot of you will want to save money or have a better relationship with money, especially if you're struggling right now. If you are not struggling and if you find, this is a card that is telling us, let's make sure that we have an emergency fund. Say, whatever can happen. Let's say a car breaks down and you just bought a new purse. And you go, oh my God, Chip. And I can't return it because it's been over 14 days, let's say. Can't return it, but I need this money right now, right? Why did I buy the purse? So making sure that you make clever moves when it comes to your finances, it's important in pile number 1 in 2025. And I really saw that when I was doing private readings on this topic. For a lot of people, there were 2 major themes: having a better relationship with money and health, emotional, mental, or physical. Those were main big themes for everyone. So I'm not surprised to see it here as well in pile number 1. One more thing for someone here in 2025, you may get, say you're working in a job, but you may get a secondary offer. It's going to be completely up to you if you'll want to take it or not, but you need to know that you will have options. Okay? I hope this made sense. Pile number 1, that was a quick tap into your energy in 2025. I may do more analytical readings if that's something that you will need in the future. Just let me know in the comment section. And if you want to book a private session with me on your personal 2025, head to my website. It should be the first one that comes up under services. I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now. Hello, pile number 2. Let's see what we got for you here. It's gonna be a reading that it's gonna kind of give you certain themes of 2025. So keep that in mind. And also, because this is a collective, I won't be able to go into too many specifics unless I'll really see a particular scenario that I must talk about. Okay. A platonic love as a focus point, a close friendship. You got a mature male here. I feel like I'm missing a card. Yes, I am. Let's use Steampunk Tarot, and I want 3 cards from this deck. And we're gonna rearrange the setup a little bit. We have the 6 of Wands. Straight away when I looked at the rock bottom and the 6 of Wands, it's all the way up from here. So if someone is experiencing difficulties right now, or let's say the end of 2024 was a really hard time for you, know that 2025 is the time. You're literally like a phoenix rising up here. There may be a situation where you experience this in 2025 where you just go, oh my God, I'm feeling like I don't know what's happening. I don't know where to go. I don't know. You may have a lot of existential questions. Don't make yourself feel bad about that. Don't avoid those emotions. Just flow through it. Because what's coming next, let me tell you, it feels like a complete change for the better. Are you kidding me? This is not in English. But what I said in pile number 1, when I was doing your personal 2025 analysis, by the way, if you want a book, it's on my website. There were 2 main themes for a lot of people. And those themes were taking care of your body, health was the main priority for a lot of people. And second was being more financially literate, having a better relationship with money. So these are two main things that I keep seeing, and it showed up in pile number 1 and it shows up in pile number 2 as well. This says listening to your body, being respectful of your body's needs, and self-discovery. So again, let's talk about health here. 2025 for a lot of people is a time for you where your body will give you signals. If something is off, if you burned out, if you are doing something repetitively that hurts your body will not be easy on you in 2025. Your body will show you, literally wave the biggest ass red flag that you can find, okay? So this is not to say that a lot of people will be sick, though this could be the case in 2025, especially those who are not listening to their body for a really long time. Screw it, I'm gonna continue drinking, over drinking, I'm gonna be blacking out, it's just something that I do now. No, your body will probably put you in bed if you're gonna continue doing that. So let's be mindful of what we are doing. Your body is your main engine. Without your body, you can't do much. You can't do nothing. So let's kick ourselves in the ass, pile number 2 in 2025 collectively, and let's start respecting it more. It's a year where a lot of people want to be healthier. It starts with little things. For example, it may start with your cream. What kind of cream do you choose? Are you looking at the ingredients? Expensive price doesn't mean that it's good for you. Okay? A lot of times you pay for a logo or for packaging or for something like that, for a company, the name of the company, right? So what a lot of people may start doing, they may want to do a lot of things at home themselves by hand. May start with a lip balm, right? You want to make your own lip balm. You don't know why. It's exciting, and it also makes you happy because you know what's in it. I'm just giving you a very simple example here. It may be what kind of lotion you choose in the shop. It may be what kind of hair procedures you've done. Do you need a keratin treatment? Is it good for you? You're questioning a lot of things, and therefore it feels like you will want to detox your body from pile number 2. It also has a hint of pile number 1, where you want to make sure you put as least shite in your body as possible in 2025. You're very mindful of yourself. And same would go for you, pile number 2, who you allow close to you. When you are broken or when you are feeling down, who is there for you? You're paying attention to that very much in 2025. You're keeping those people closer to you who have been there when you are down. You're keeping those people closer to you who always have your back. By the way, this is the year of success for you. I started on a different note this reading, but I had to get it out of the way. This is the year of success for you. If you'll feel that you are down, there is no way out, there will be a way out. You are stepping into a happier life because of the choices that you make in 2025. A lot of you will want to learn. You will want to learn a new skill, expand your knowledge. This is a year of learning. So a lot of people in pile number 2 may find themselves signing up for studies, seminars, going to college. Even if you are 50 and you want to study again, go do it. It's going to change your life completely. You basically are an intern in 2025. This is very metaphorical, not to say that you are branching out into a completely new field, though some of you could. Right? Say, I don't know, you studied tourism, but you feel like you don't want to do anything with it. You suddenly may want to go, I don't know, study counseling, right? It's perfectly fine in 2025, and actually your cards are nudging you to learn in 2025, and it doesn't matter your age. So this is a year where you want to be curious, ask questions. You see something that you like online and you're interested in that topic, sign up. you never know where that's going to take you, group 2. And where it's taking you, I kind of get a hint already. It's taking you to a much more colorful tomorrow, let me tell you that. And a lot of people in Parliament 2, I feel like you enjoy learning, or you feel that you're doing something good when you're learning, and it inspires you. You meet new people, your colleagues, you make new relationships, right? So you're being asked and you're being nudged to learn in 2025. This is also a year of friendship for you. So great new friendships, as well as with 3 of Pentacles, partnerships may emerge. So keep your eyes open for new people coming into your life in 2025. This is the year where you're looking forward. You're not looking back. You don't want to look back. You're not living in the past. If some of you are living in the past, you're being asked to stop doing that, because right now it's important to focus on what makes you happy. If the past made you happy, and today is not making you happy, let's create something for tomorrow. So today, let's do something that helps us to look towards the future, instead of keep looking back at all the good old days, it used to be so good. It can be good now. It's up to you. Yes, times have changed, the economy, shit, we all know that. But you can make it better. So that's what kind of perspective you want to have in 2025. If I don't enjoy what's happening right now, I'm going to create it for myself. And you're really stubborn with that. If you won't do that, you can decide and say, I just want to be in the same old energy. Let me tell you, it's not going to be an easy year for you then, because it's emotionally going to be very difficult. And you don't want that, and I don't want you to go through that, and I don't want you to keep being stagnant. So don't avoid change in 2025. Yeah, because the dark aspect of this card, which is the weak aspect, I'll translate it for you. It's weakness, giving up, giving in to someone else's influence, meaning you don't know yourself and where you want to go. Someone else tells you something and you just don't think about it twice, you just go there. Avoid that. Stagnation and not being able to pick up the signs of the body, the body's signals. So let's not be blind to that. This is a year also of forgiveness. Doesn't matter, to oneself or to another. A lot of you will find yourselves in a situation where you'll go, you know what, I feel like I am carrying this energy of maybe anger, resentment for this person, and I feel like it's just pushing me down, and it's not good for me. It's not good for me. I'm not saying that it's a must for you to forgive. No, if you don't want to forgive, don't forgive, but make sure that lack of forgiveness doesn't turn into the toxin in your bloodstream. You can still listen. I want to eat. Can you hear that? I know what you have done. I don't forgive you, but I also don't carry any really heavy emotions with myself towards you. So make sure you're in good balance. If you are the person who goes, I will never forgive them, perfectly fine. But just don't carry the anger with you. It hurts you, no one else. It's a year where a lot of people are making friendships, new friendships, and I love that for you. It's also a year where people will look up to you. At a certain point, you will do something great. This could be in your job. This could be in the way you decide to change your life. People will look at you as inspiration, as motivation, as someone who has made it, as someone who is visible. This may also be a year for a lot of people where, in Parliament 2 particularly, where you want to be visible in some way. It could be social media, it could be in your circle, in your community. But what you need to know that people are looking up to you. So you will want to make sure that whatever you put out is right or information is correct. And you are leading people in a good way. I don't know, I just keep feeling this energy of let me not misguide people. If I'm going to talk about a particular topic, I'm going to make sure that I have read good books, or I've done my research about that topic instead of relying on just something that someone said online. So you are really serious about your knowledge, or serious about leading people, which is a great thing. An influential person is a mature male. Let me see how. How is this mature male influential in your life? Okay. This individual will either surprise you or come into your life at the time when you don't expect them. Listen, the influence they'll have on you is the intellectual one, and I really feel like you'll have a lot to learn from them, and they'll have a lot to learn from you. So this may be a work situation or a study situation. I am kind of being blocked out from telling you exactly how this may end. Are you going to remain, long-term friends or colleagues? Are you going to, is this going to turn into something else? Because I have a feeling that it has to be unsaid. So I will not interrupt, and I will let you experience that. But overall, that's what I got for pile number 2. If you want to book a private session on the same topic, I do have it available on my website. We're looking at your overall of 2025, and have an awesome day. Bye for now. Hey, pile number 3, let's see what we got for you. We're looking at the overall of your 2025. Keep in mind this is collective, and I may not be able to go into too many specifics here. We're just tapping in to see what the energy is like, where the focus point should be, what to avoid, anything that comes through. We're also looking at your emotions. We have a pleasant surprise. We have focus on sleep. And I want 3 cards from the Healing Light Tarot. You have the 10 of Pentacles. You have the 7 of Pentacles. And you have the 2 of Swords. Okay. Let me see. This is a year where you may surprise a lot of people with your views on life. Listen, this is a year overall where you are tapping into your uniqueness, pile 3. You cannot care less what someone thinks of your bright green jacket. You cannot care less what someone thinks of your decisions that you're making for yourself. This is the year, if I can sum it up, of not giving a fuck, pile number 3. And the feeling that I have just looking at all of these cards, it's a feeling of freedom, where you go, I need to stop this. I am too old to think what I'm supposed to do so that it comes across as a great thing in someone else's eyes. I'm not pleasing people. My people pleasers, if there are some here in pile number 3. This is a year where you are working on that, and you go, I'm going to prioritize my own emotions from now on. And if I'm doing that, that's when I can give more to others as well, because I'm not depleted, because I'm not angry, because I make sure that my own bucket is full before I go out into the world and do whatever I gotta do. This is the year, if you are in a field of counseling or helping people in any way, helping them see, find their answers, helping them heal in certain ways, different techniques that you use, it's a great year for you. Because a lot of people will gravitate towards you looking for a different type of help. And I don't know what you do here or what you're going to decide to do, because you may not be aware of this just yet. But you will be looking for very unique ways for you to feel better, or for you to live your life. Meaning, some of you may just want to, I don't know, buy a little van and just live in the van and travel the world, or travel your area, wherever you're at. This may be the year for you where you are focusing quite a lot. We have it twice here. Focusing on your mental health. For a lot of you, that's going to be already shown as a signal from your body that mental health for me is the most important. Therefore, I need to start doing more of the things that actually make me happy and figure out why I'm not feeling myself when I do some other things. Not to say that you're avoiding responsibility. Yes, we all don't want to go to work, or we don't want to get up, or do the chores. It is boring, it is energy consuming, right? But that's not what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about you avoiding those things. I'm talking about you trying to figure out how to find a better balance with the Justice card in order for you to have a better quality life. How can you get more sleep? It's as simple as that. How can I get more quality sleep? If you look at the Four of Swords in this deck, this guy cannot be fucked, cannot be bothered. There are people around him. This guy looks like he's about to fight, but this guy is not paying attention. Listen, I just need to lay down and just kind of collect myself. I don't care what you guys do around me. I'm minding my own business. And that's exactly our vibe here, pile number 3. You're minding your business in 2025. Those who have issues with sleep, and you know this, right? I don't know why straight away Xanax came to mind. Really, maybe you have insomnia where, your whole life or majority of your life you can't sleep. This is a year for you to try and find the best technique and really take it seriously. I'm sorry, I want to eat, so my stomach is just growling at me. It's a year for you to find what is the best technique for you to sleep better. And a lot of you will find that. I feel like what makes you sleep better is when you are grounded throughout the day, or when you find a moment to go and be specifically around pine trees. I don't know why it's coming through, but pine trees are your trees. Evergreen trees are your trees. So what kind of signs may start showing up for you before or at the beginning of 2025? You are drawn to pine tree essential oil, for example. You are drawn to going for walks in the forest. You are drawn to the sense of the forest. Maybe you want to incorporate it in your routine, maybe in your bath routine. There is something to do with the scent of the forest here that is kind of calling you in 2025. You may be very connected to nature. You may want to plant your own plants. These are all great things. You want to be as grounded as possible in 2025 because that helps you mentally. And when you're mentally focused, when you calm mentally, when your head is not running in circles, million thoughts a second, that's when you're able to have a better quality of life. And that's when you're able to make decisions much easier than before. And that's when you're able to tap into your intuition a bit better than before, right? This is a year of plenty of surprises, let me tell you. But I really feel like you're the person who's surprising a lot of others too. Listen, at times in 2025, you may be misunderstood, but remember, you are the person who's going to live your life. You're the person who's going to walk in the shoes that you choose. Okay? So it's important for you to focus on what you want to do. Say for a lot of people in your circle, it's important to buy a house and then live in a house and pay mortgage, and they like that, they want that gives them security. They're happy with that. That's great. But if you in your circle like that want to live in a van, or if you want to travel with no plan for yourself that makes you happy, maybe you want to try that out. You never know what's going to happen on that journey, who you're going to meet, what kind of idea you're going to get. Maybe that's exactly the life that you have been wanting to live. And maybe you are trying to live someone else's life. This reminds me of that picture where there was a teacher next to a tree, and there is a monkey, an elephant, a fish, and something else. And the teacher goes, climb a tree. All of you have to accomplish the same task, right? So you are acknowledging in 2025 what is not for you, even if it's accepted or seen as a good thing by society. You may be a person who's gonna really stand out from the crowd with your perspective on life, how you wanna live, what you wanna do. It's okay. It's okay. Make sure that you also do not take on someone else's problems as your own and bring it home. Be present, listen to them, help them in any way you think you can, but let's not bring those home, because that's gonna push you down. That's gonna make you feel that you're living someone else's life. Again, it's important not to live someone else's idea of a good life for you. Be your own person, and that's your main theme, pile number 3 in 2025. Now, the power aspect of the pine card, this is the pine tree, is philosophical approach to problems. Again, for some people it may be like, it's weird the way you approach this issue, but it worked for you. It wouldn't work for me. It's fine, it works for you. Oh my God, I'm so sorry about my stomach. I wanted to eat before this reading, but I'm like, no, I'm just gonna finish this and I'm gonna make myself some breakfast. Then, courage to be yourself, clarity and concentration. The sky is blue. That's what you're aiming for in 2025. Make sure that the sky is blue. Your thinking is not muddled by all of the other things that are external. The weak aspect is taking on someone else's problems, depletion, self-pitying, and feeling that you can't do anything about an issue. So avoid being in that energy. That's not going to help you, just going to keep you kind of stuck or stagnant. Let me have a sip of tea. This is also a year for you where karma plays a big, I don't want to say karma, universal balance, let's put it that way, plays a big role in your life, as well as people who are dealing with you. So for example, if someone shits on you, let's put it simply, you may notice that pretty soon this person goes through some sort of difficulty themselves, you know? It's like you are walking in this, it's very weird what I'm seeing, the energy of, you're walking in the energy of a justice card. You yourself, you gotta be fair. So whenever you will know that you're not being fair, but you're still doing something for your own gain, watch out for that, because, you know, it may come back and bite you in the ass. This is also a year where you want to make sure that situations are fair for everyone involved. Let's say if someone is being bullied at work and you're noticing that, you're witnessing that, or the boss is not being fair, you're not going to be quiet. You are the person who seeks for justice. This is also for my people who are seeking for justice and going on, I don't know, strikes, or making sure that their voice is heard, or talking about particular subjects, topics online. You want to make sure whatever you talk about, first, you are well educated on that topic to give your own point of view, and you have good facts, why you're thinking the way you're thinking, and you make sure that you basically go after injustice. Yeah, a lot of people in pile number 3, they hate that. They hate injustice. They hate, you know, and I don't know why, just quickly the thing that came to my mind is the LA fires and the information that is coming out now. I don't want to go into politics. I'm the last person to go into politics, but you know, things that people expressed, there were a lot of questions why there was no water. You know, looking at the Mel Gibson's interview, the guy knows more than he can tell. You know, the injustices, a lot of people lost their houses. There is something definitely happening behind the scenes. So you may be a person who really likes to dive into that. You would be a really good, by the way, journalist, a journalist who goes beyond to find information and find the truth. So you may also be drawn to certain things like that in 2025. If you are not going to go that deep, just know that you kind of serving justice without really knowing that in certain scenarios. I'm also seeing a situation where someone's partner is not being fair to them over and over and over again, it's going to be really difficult for you to be quiet, even though this is not your business. In some way, you will see that you are being pushed to be involved in this. You will just appear in situations where justice is needed. You will notice that. I literally see you as the person walking with a massive ass sword. You don't use that sword. You try to hide that sword because you don't want people to be intimidated by you. But the minute you see someone being harassed on the street, you pull out that sword and you make sure there is justice. That's what kind of year you have in 2025. And again, remember, everyone else who will not be fair to you, they will have to taste that sword. And it doesn't necessarily come from you. I don't think that it will come from you. It will come from their own, I don't even know the word that I want to use. It will come from where they have to experience it. This is a year where you're planting quite a lot of seeds, pile number 3. Plant them and water them continuously, because something big will be sprouting the next couple of years. Yeah, it may be a small thing. In 2025, you still may be taking care of it, maybe a small plant, metaphorically speaking, but it's gonna grow bigger and bigger and bigger. This is also a year of family for you, pile 3. Making sure you feel at home. If you won't feel at home with people, in places, you'll want to change that. So I hope this made sense. If you want to book a personal reading with me on the same topic, it's available on my website. And have a wonderful week. Bye for now.